Hi everyone, Stephen Aitchison here. We're on day 29 of 30 days of change. What we're going to talk about today is how to increase your feelings of self-worth. Now, when I spoke about this yesterday, about how to increase your feelings of self-belief and how to really believe in yourself, I've got a lot of messages through the comments and through the private messages as well. As I said before, I can't really answer private messages. I can't do one-on-one kind of coaching like that. I just can't do it, unfortunately. I'm not qualified. I'm not a qualified counsellor, so I just want to give you that disclaimer. I'm not a qualified counsellor. Any advice you take from me is kind of off your own back. If you think it's really good, use it. If not, don't use it. It's cool as that. But I got a lot of messages about this technique that we used yesterday, and a lot of people saying they kind of loved it, which was brilliant. But there's other ways, obviously, you can increase your feelings of self-worth. And a lot of people seem to be having issues with that. Younger and older people as well. And I class myself as older, so don't be offended when I say older. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to put through them. It's 10 ways to increase your feelings of self-worth. And this is little psychology hacks that you can use. And these are just little things, but the incremental things make up a big thing. And if you kind of try all of these or just some of these, then it can really help with your self-esteem and your feelings of self-worth as well. So first one, and this is a really simple one, but a lot of people don't do it. I love doing kind of things like this, and if you like tick lists, you'll enjoy it especially. Write down 7 minor goals that you have to do throughout the day, and then tick them off as you achieve each one of them. Now that's a really easy thing to do, and it sounds like a simple thing to do and it wouldn't make a difference, but believe me, it does. Because when you see that little tick to all the things you've got down on a piece of paper to say, okay, I wanted to do this today, achieved it, tick, 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 that feeling of kind of power that you've got over your kind of own world and the things that you're doing can really increase your feelings of self-worth. And I'm talking about the little things as well. It doesn't have to be big things, big goals. It's just little things that you want to achieve throughout the day, like, I don't know, taking a dog for a walk. And if you want to make that habit, write it down every single day. Take the dog for a walk, 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, tick it off. Empty the bins, tick it off. Clean the house, tick it off. Do a project at work, tick it off. 7 things throughout the day. Just write it down at the beginning of each day or before you go to bed at night. And write them down for what you want to achieve throughout that day. Again, it really, really helps increase your feelings of self-worth. And if you do that, again, 30 days, if you do anything for 30 days, you can make it a habit. And that's what I'm trying to instill in you. Do something for 30 days to make a habit. And do this for 30 days because it can become a habit and it's really, really good for your self-esteem and your feelings of self-worth as well. Number 2, at the end of each day, before you fall asleep, tell yourself something that you're proud of about yourself. Something that you're proud of that you've done throughout the day or you've done in the past. Most of us never give ourselves credit, or we never feel grateful for the things we do in our own life. We feel grateful for other people and what they do, but we don't feel grateful for the things that we do for other people or for ourselves. So think of one thing that you were proud of that you've done today, and just remember that as you fall asleep, as you drift off to sleep. It's a feeling of gratitude towards yourself. And feelings of gratitude, writing that I've got a gratitude journal whereby I kind of write down 3 things every day that I feel really grateful for. And it's usually my family, kind of my work, even my computer, having the ability to kind of use a computer and stuff like that. I really feel grateful for that. But we don't take a chance to give ourselves a pat on the back and feel grateful for the things we do in life as well. So remember that as well. It's not just showing gratitude towards other people as well. You've got to show gratitude to yourself, and that can make a big difference if you're doing that every night. Again, 30 days, if you do that every night for 30 days, you'll get into a habit. But if you do that every night, just one thing that you feel proud of that you've done today, then that will increase your feelings of self-worth as well. But what it also does, it reminds you the next day that you want to do something that you feel proud of. Number 3 is tell someone how much you appreciate them. Now, it's not just saying thanks, I appreciate what you do, but be open and honest and expand on that thanks. Like today, I am so grateful and I really appreciate you being on this live show today. I really do appreciate it. Every single one of you, it just makes my day. When I come 2 o'clock BST or whatever time I'm going to do it, come 2 o'clock, I feel kind of excited to be on and talking to yourself and interacting with you, the readers, because you keep the page going, you keep the comments going, you keep the likes flowing as well, and you're having conversations with each other. Some of you have met people you've never spoke to in your life, but you've met them through this page as well, and that is a brilliant feeling for me. So tell someone how much you appreciate them, but be open and honest. And that's something I'd always advocate anyway. Always be open and honest and true to yourself. If somebody asks you a question, be open and honest about it. If somebody wants your opinion, be open and honest about it. In a diplomatic way, of course, as well. So that's another thing I would advocate, but that's a kind of by the by. But tell somebody you appreciate them today, just why you appreciate them and how much they mean to you in their life. Number 4 is going to be a hard one for a lot of people, and that's say no more often. A lot of us take on loads and loads of kind of work or kind of commitments that we wished we could just say no to, and we kind of feel a bit of resentment when we take on work, and it's because of our ability to not able to say no more often. If you can say no to somebody in a diplomatic way, it's not no, bugger off, I'm not going to do that. It's just no, I can't do that because I'm too busy with all this other stuff. I'm sorry, but such and such may be able to help you. So if you say no like that, it doesn't seem so hard to do that. But saying no more often empowers you as a person, and it gives you that energy, and it gives you that confidence within yourself as well, and the self-worth, the feelings of self-worth come up as well. And the first time you do it, you'll feel really empowered and just go, that was brilliant. I stood up for myself and I said no. I gave my reasons why. I was diplomatic. I didn't offend anybody. Sorry, I've got hair in my mouth. That's bugging me, that. Sorry. I've just had a shower and it just must have went in my mouth there. Right, okay, here's the way. So say no more often, that was it. Say no more often, but do it in a diplomatic way. And also, don't say no to every single thing. Just say no to the things if you're really too busy to do something, or you've just not got enough time to do it, or you feel it's too much of a commitment, or you feel kind of afraid to do it for whatever reason. Just practice that art of saying no to somebody without kind of offending them. Number 5, speak up for yourself more, and that kind of goes kind of hand in hand with saying no more often. Speak up for yourself. If somebody's kind of not putting you down in any way, but maybe kind of snide remarks, or they're saying something because they know you're not going to come back at them with anything, they know you're just going to be quiet. When you stand up to somebody, it empowers you for a start. And it might be that you stuttered at first, but you get your point across. And I've done this many times in the past, and it's a horrible feeling to kind of just say, right, I'm not taking that, I'm just going to stand up for myself, say my piece, and whatever happens, happens. But if you stand up for yourself, it empowers you, it increases your feeling of self-worth, and it lets the other person know that you're not somebody that they can treat badly. I was going to swear there, but I'm going to try not to swear. So you're not somebody that can be messed with very easily. So practice standing up for yourself. Do it in kind of small situations first, because in big situations like at work or with your family, if you've got an empowering family or something like that, and it's difficult to do it, practice small things first, maybe with a friend or something like that. But learn to speak up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in as well, and that will increase your feeling of self-worth. Number 7, forgive yourself. Just forgive yourself for whatever you think you have done in the past. And I say think you've done in the past, because normally what we do, we kind of blow things up in our mind and we think, that was a terrible thing to do, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done that, that was just an awful thing to do. When in actual fact it's probably just a small thing, but we kind of blow it up in our minds and we think it's a huge thing, and we don't over dramatize it, but because with the way we are, because we're kind of sensitive people, we kind of tend to blow things up and kind of make kind of mountains out of molehills in our own minds. So forgive yourself for what you've done. And you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's got something to say. Okay, just let it go. I need to forgive myself and move on. So that's number 6. Was it number 6? Number 7. And I've said this before as well, and I get a lot of I kind of get a lot of slack for this, or flack, sorry. Let go of the people who are not any good for you in your life. And I'm not saying this is going to be an easy thing, but you know when you've got friends or you've got family who are always kind of dragging you down, or who are always putting you down, and they're always kind of in your face, and you dread kind of meeting them for whatever reason. Try and let go of them as much as you can. Sometimes situations arise and you cannot let go of them. You cannot avoid them completely. They're either in your life or they're at work, or you have to spend time at work with them. But try and find a way to deal with those people as best you can. Number 1 would be to avoid them as much as you can. Number 2 would be practicing the other things I've spoken about, standing up for yourself, saying no more often as well, just to empower yourself. And when you drop people like this in your life, you'll feel it kind of lightens the load in your life. You'll feel lighter because of it, and plus you'll feel empowered because of it as well. Now again, it depends on your situations. There's going to be many people like this in your life, and a lot of people are going to say, okay, what if it's my family, what if it's my daughter, what if it's my son? Then if you're a parent and you've got a child like that, then it's time to kind of sit down and talk to them, which might be difficult as well. It's not as easy as I'm making it sound, obviously, but something has to be done. But drop people like that in your life who kind of bring you down, who are dragging you down, who are putting you down with words, with the way you feel, whatever. Try and avoid these people as much as you can, and you'll feel lighter, and it'll increase your feeling of self-worth as well. Number 8 is, you've heard the saying, a lot of people kind of in the personal development world said, work on your weaknesses, try and build your weaknesses up so that they become more stronger. I would kind of advocate the other way about. Work on your strengths to make them even more stronger. If you've got a brilliant mind for organisation, and you've got great organisational abilities, try and build up that strength to make you the person, the go-to person to organise things. You can become the organiser. That's just an example, obviously. But try and work on your strengths within yourself. If you're good at music, try and build that up. If you're good at singing, try and build that up as a strength within you as well. If you're confident, try and build up your confidence even more to do things for yourself or for other people as well. But just anything in your life that you've even got a kind of strength, try and build it up even more, and you can become the go-to person for whatever that strength is. We've all got lots of different strengths and values. Obviously we've all got weaknesses, but what I'm saying is kind of ignore your weaknesses and just try and build up on your strengths. So that's number 8. Number 9, I would say, I've got here. Yeah, and that was it. Number 9, and this is something I've taught my sons from when I was younger. And I'll give you an example here. I think I've spoken about this in the past. I'll give you an example, but when my son's been kind of washing the dishes or something and they've not done it properly, I always used to say to them, the way you wash the dishes is the way you do everything in life. And what I meant by that is their attitude towards washing the dishes. And washing the dishes is a very simple thing, or you think it's a very simple thing, but it can tell you a lot about a person. I know that sounds crazy, but it can tell you a lot about a person. So if you wash the dishes and you stack them in a certain way, if it's very organised, you can tell that person's organised. If they're all very clean, you know they pay attention to detail, make sure everything's clean. And obviously when you're a younger child, and I did it as well when my mum and dad taught me to wash the dishes, they used to teach me to do them properly. But I always say to my sons, the way you wash the dishes is the way you do the big things as well. So it's just the saying, the way you do the small things is the way you do the big things. So pay attention to every single little thing that you do, and if you can get into a habit of doing the little things as best to your ability as you can, then the big things are going to become much easier for you, because you'll pay attention to details, you'll be more organised as well. So pay attention to the little things in your life, and that will stand you in good stead for doing the big things in life as well. I hope that made sense about the dishes and that. And number 10 finally is take a walk in the rain. And you might ask why? Because you can. Because you're in control of your mind, and when you see it peeing down of rain, and your mind will just say to you, I'm not going out now, I'm not going to go a walk, I'm going to get soaked, I'm going to feel cold. But you're in control. So you've got kind of 2 or 3 different minds going on, and there's 2 different kind of arguments going on inside there, but it's you that's in control of your mind. And when you to take control of that, going a walk in the rain, just for instance, going a walk in the rain is telling your mind that you are in control. And that's what taking a walk in the rain is all about, just to let your mind know that you are in control. And that's it. That's 10 ways to increase your feelings of self-worth. I hope that was useful. I'm just going to go to the comments just now. My computer's just kind of went down, so I'll just refresh that, if you bear with me 1 second. So hopefully we've got a few comments. If you've got any comments on that, if you've got any questions, just let me know. Otherwise we'll kind of just stop there just now. Okay, yeah, the computer's a bit slow just now again. I don't know what it is. Okay. Right, we're going to leave it there just now because the computer's not slow. I'm not getting any of the comments through again for whatever reason. I'll just try and refresh that. But if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I'll try and get back to as many as possible. I usually spend about maybe half an hour, kind of 40 minutes after it, just going through everything. Comments are coming up now. Diago saying thanks a lot for your talk, thank you very much. Cheryl Cluxon saying that is deep. I take it that's about the dishes. Not too deep. Good evening, Steve. Thanks for your kindness. Accept my millions of good wishes, Saga. The audio is very low. I've fixed that as best I can just now. Hopefully we'll be able to turn it up. Okay, so everybody's just saying kind of thank you very much. So I appreciate you being on as usual. Again, I really do appreciate you being here and listening to kind of me talking and leaving your comments. So if you like this video, share it. Share it with your friends and family and leave a comment. Just say hi, where you're from, and I'll try and get to as many comments as possible. I can't get to all of them. There's usually about 1,000 comments or something. But have a brilliant day, and I'll speak to you probably tomorrow. I'm going down to London tomorrow, so it might be an earlier one or I might not be able to do it. Depends if I'm rushing about or not trying to get prepared for the flight. And I'll not be able to see you on Thursday or Friday either, because I'll be down in London doing my event for yourdigitalformula.com. So I cannot wait for that, to meet everybody, all the members of Your Digital Formula. It's going to be great. So thank you very much. Number 9, did I miss out one? I might have missed out one. Somebody said number 9 question mark. Anyway, have a brilliant day and I'll speak to you tomorrow.